What up, bros? I'm Frank. This is a video review of the Air Warriors Baron. This is a super simple spring blaster that fires massive mega darts. Let's get into the review. Included is the blaster itself and two of the Air Warriors mega darts. So now we'll go over the externals and function in a bit more detail. Pretty simple blaster though. Up front are the two barrels. This is a, two-barrel blaster, if you couldn't tell by looking at it and seeing the two barrels. Loading that is super simple. You just, shove the darts right up in there. It holds two, but it only fires one at a time. It doesn't dual fire them. It fires one and then two with something equivalent to a smart air restrictor system. And if you don't like the Air Warriors darts and you prefer Nerf and Hasbro stuff, you can always get the Nerf Mega darts and they fit right on in there because as I've mentioned in other videos, the Air Warriors Mega line and the Nerf Mega line are cross-compatible along with the Elite and a lot of the Air Warriors Elite or Micro Dart blasters. So you can put those right on in there and they'd work just fine. Up top is the priming handle. To prime, you just pull back and then push forward, you're good to go. No tactical rails anywhere because it's not a Nerf blaster. The grip is a little bit smaller than average, but it's a really light, small blaster, so even me with massive hands, I can't complain about it. It's no big deal at all. Trigger pull is what you should expect, not really worth commenting on. Yeah, so super simple blaster. You front load the darts, you pull that stuff back and you fire. Pretty easy. So firing the blaster is what you should expect from a two-shot blaster, Put the blaster on the chrono and it's averaging about 57 feet per second, which is kind of disappointing, actually. That'd be disappointing for a Nerf blaster, and it's especially disappointing for the Air Warriors blasters because a lot of their current blasters right now are shooting much harder than like Nerf average. To compare that, the Air Warriors Tyrant is getting an average velocity of over 80 feet per second, and the Nerf Mega average is about 70 to 75 feet per second. So 57 feet per second is suddenly kind of inferior, and you can see that when you're firing. The velocity is just slow, and that's never fun. But I didn't have any jams or mechanical malfunctions or anything like that. It's a pretty simple blaster. It's fun to use, it's comfortable, it's smooth. The performance is just lacking. So getting to my overall opinion on this blaster, overall, I wouldn't really recommend it just because of the velocity. If you're like a total mega guy and you can't use an Elite sidearm, you're kind of limited on choices right now on something that you could holster or put in a pocket. There just aren't as many Nerf blasters that take Nerf Mega darts right now. So if you're that type of guy and you need something to go to a holster, this blaster can be holstered really easily. So for that role, I suppose, but kind of as a backup only if you're shooting people within like 20 feet beyond that, you're gonna be able to see that performance decrease. But yeah, hopefully I've gone over everything and showed you the firing for you to make that purchase decision for yourself. If you're interested in purchasing one, I'll put a buy link in the description box below. That's the review. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tactical.